Hey everybody, welcome to week 14 recap and thoughts around the league. We switched things up this week and doing the videos a little different just because of some time issues. So
we don't have it.
Yeah, we don't have time. No one does. It's getting down the wire. 3 weeks left in the season, Rob. Then we're down to what,
Playoff
12 teams?
times.
Playoff times, 12
Where
teams.
I could say, Rams, why did you not run Todd Gurley again?
Again, yeah, okay. Sorry, he's still bitter about last year.
And this last week?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. In fact, we're gonna kind of hop around to some games because I actually had written down. Here we go. Right here.
I don't know ever in a quarterback. I'd like to see a number for this. Ever in the history of football, Goff has the numbers he does against Kansas City and then the numbers he does against Chicago in one season.
Yeah.
A career.
Yeah.
I bet it's not even happening in a
Yeah.
career. He did it in 3-4 weeks time.
Gurley only had 60 yards total, and the Rams as a whole only had 52 rushing yards. The Bears had 194 rushing yards.
Yeah, they ran the ball.
Yeah.
Because
Because they're used to it.
Trubisky
Yeah.
stunk.
Oh yeah. 7 interceptions in this game.
One touchdown pass. Was it one or two? I think it was one.
It was one. Yeah, there was one touchdown thrown in this game. There was 4 field goals, a safety, and a touchdown.
That's some old school football right there. That's that adage. Defense wins championship.
Yep. In fact, here's the Bears' last 5 touchdowns. I found this interesting. So this is per Field Gates on Twitter. He's a fantasy football guy. Works at, I believe it's ESPN. If you're on Twitter, give him a follow. He has a lot of nice little nuggets out there. So their last 5 touchdowns. The Bears' last 5 touchdowns.
How many were defensive?
Surprisingly, only 1.
Really?
Yeah. So, in fact, it was the 5th most recent. So, the most recent was Trubisky's pass to the offensive lineman against the Rams.
And it wasn't Trubisky before that because he was out for 2 games.
Nope. In fact, his name is only mentioned once on these last 5 touchdowns, and 3 of them are passes. So then before that, it was Tariq Cohen's pass to running back. Tariq Cohen's pass to wide receiver Anthony Miller against the Giants. Defensive lineman Akeem Hicks 1-yard touchdown run against the Giants. Chase Daniels pass to tight end Adam Shaheen, also against the Giants. And then the week before, I can't remember who they were playing. It was a game we watched.
Detroit.
Yeah. Safety Eddie Jackson had a pick 6.
Yeah, they beat Detroit on Thanksgiving.
That's right. Yeah,
and
yeah,
then they played the Giants.
Yeah.
And they could have beat the Giants. I mean, as shocking as that is.
Yeah. So that's the last 5 touchdowns.
Other than the picks, but the picks were old school.
Oh yeah.
Guys getting disrupted,
Yeah.
and all I know is they can't expect to have their quarterback do that poorly. And doing. I don't think their defense can do that for too many games. And this week they've got Green Bay coming to town.
Yeah.
So.
This is another thing. This is something you pointed me out to. I don't have the official numbers on this now updated, but the Bears have more defensive scores.
No interception.
They
now have 24 interceptions.
24 interceptions
to 19 touchdowns against.
That is just insane.
It is. That's a staggering defensive backfield stat.
Well, I think
you've got more picks than TD passes.
I think Nagy made a good call having Vic Fangio stay because he wanted him to stay because he was part of the old old defensive staff.
I could care less. Khalil Mack came to town. Nobody was going. This defense is going to be the top 5.
They were middle in the league last year.
Yes, and everybody thought they'd be middle of the road this year.
Yeah.
They get Khalil Mack, and all of a sudden it's like the ghost of the 85 Bears come alive.
All in one person.
Well, no, the whole defense is doing that.
This whole defense.
The defensive backfield.
Matt Nagy has to be in the running for Coach of the Year.
Yes, that's what.
He has to be. You and I have discussed this a couple times. Everyone said, "Oh, it's going to be Andy Reid. Oh, it's going to be Sean McVay." I'm sorry. If I had a vote, it's going to Matt Nagy right now.
Well, my thing is, it can't be McVay.
No,
because Nagy just beat him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you still could make an argument for Andy Reid. I mean, you could.
Oh,
you could.
oh,
You absolutely could. We have a first. He essentially he's a rookie. I mean, he played 2 games. Last year.
One game.
He played a whole game and he played part.
Yeah, he played like a third of it.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah. And it's like we're not just doing good. We're annihilating. And I also think you could throw Sean Payton in there, which he hasn't really been bantered around. It reminds me of Belichick. It's like, okay, you just expected to do this well because you did this well last year.
Yeah, exactly.
Minnesota, Seattle. Let's go to that game. I'm serious. It's not that I like Seattle because I do.
Yeah. Oh, I do too.
I would not want to. If I'm any of those teams, and here's what I'm looking forward to. As odd as this sounds, the way everything's going to shake up, they're headed to Dallas for the playoffs, and I'm going.
That'll be a good game.
That's going to be like the.
That's going to be.
That's going to be like that
gosh.
Rams Bears game in the dome.
That's
in the dome.
game. You and I are.
Oh,
we are sitting here at Splits watching this game and just going.
There's going to be so many
football.
So many injuries. There will be so many injuries. That.
Is the NFL going to grant a special waiver that you don't have to have an inactives list this game? You're going to need everybody. Well, like in hockey, they'll have the emergency goalie or whatever that you're.
Because
you're in the stands.
I don't believe right now that Dallas is going to be able to catch Chicago.
I don't think so. No.
And Chicago, I think if they win this week against Green Bay, I think they play Detroit. I think that's the only other team they play in the division.
I believe so.
And I believe that's the last week. They could rest.
Yeah.
And Dallas can't. I mean, Dallas might rest their last week because they won't be able to do anything. But Seattle going to Dallas. That's just a
Now I want that game.
Well, that's what it's going to be. I mean, I don't know who's going to come in.
Everyone's talking about the Rams-Chiefs game being so high scoring. This final score will be 9-6.
Well, so Seattle's 8-5, Minnesota's 6-6-1, Carolina's 6-7, Washington is 6-7, and Philadelphia 6-7. Who's afraid of Carolina, Washington, or Philadelphia now? Nobody.
No one.
I'm not really concerned about Minnesota.
No.
However, Minnesota, I could see upsetting somebody because they can put up points.
Whatever.
Yes. So it looks like because Dallas is 8-5. They go to Indy, they host Tampa Bay, then they go to the Giants. Let's just say they win 2 of those 3. They're 10-5. No one else is going to be able to pass in 3 games. Seattle would have to lose all their games.
Yeah.
They'd have to lose at San Francisco, lose to the Chiefs at home, and lose to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what the odds are of that. And then all they'd have to do is win one of those 2 games, and none of the other teams can catch them.
Yeah.
So, and then they're going into Dallas, and I'm just going. That would be because.
Please let that happen.
But because the way it could shake out is then Minnesota has to go to Chicago. And then just think about it this way:
as long as we don't somehow end up with another Seattle, Minnesota.
If you're the Rams, if Seattle beat Dallas, that's who you'd be playing every game this year. When you've played Seattle, you beat them, but you've lost guys.
Yep.
Lost starters. I'm going. I'll take Dallas. I'll take Dallas. Yeah. I'd rather take Dallas. I'm sitting here going. When we first started the picks this year, we were thinking Seattle would be an average team, not really.
Maybe 8-8, maybe 9-7.
Yes. Not defensive slug juggernaut.
Yeah.
Because they lost all those guys. I think Bobby Wagner is just tearing it, and their defense is solid, just absolutely solid, just absolutely solid.
Stat that they mentioned: Russell Wilson has the longest rush of the Seahawks season on that 40-yard scramble that he had. Can I say those green uniforms that they wear are absolutely disgusting. I cannot watch the game when they're wearing those. It's just so.
I'm surprised. It's like the Ducks, where people don't have seizures watching the game.
It's up with the Steelers' Bumblebee uniforms.
But that's actually a real thing.
Yeah, but they're terrible.
The first time I saw them all, oh my gosh, is this the longest yard? Is that a prison team?
Yeah, exactly. If I'm the 3 teams that Seattle plays and I see them on my schedule, I'm
going. Okay, because right now, if I'm Dallas, I'm going. I would much rather face Minnesota or Carolina. I'd much rather face that than Seattle. Because here's the thing: someone's going to get injured in that game.
Yep.
Someone, and well, I'm interested to see where Seattle goes.
Yeah.
Want to touch on the Baltimore Kansas City game that I watched that you didn't watch?
I watched bits and pieces of it. I just didn't watch.
So you
all
didn't
of it.
watch it. They are Kansas City beat Baltimore. They had to go into overtime.
Yep.
I'm telling you, that loss of Kareem Hunt is huge.
No run game.
None. Baltimore was able to, but here, this is how they've been all year long though. They can just score. They can go 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, and then score 4 times in a row.
Yep.
It's so that offense that and it's the Tyreek Hill is phenomenal, and Kelsey.
Yeah.
Kelsey Kelsey had some dropped passes,
Yeah.
and I can't remember who the other receiver was. He did okay too.
Yeah.
But Hill is the guy he throws the ball to.
Yep.
And I just go, if they had Hunt, I don't think that game would have been close, which I think is going to hurt them.
Yep.
Overall,
Yep.
because the drop off between Hunt and whoever this guy is pretty startling.
Yeah.
And kudos to Baltimore. I think I think that Lamar Jackson is going to get killed.
Yep.
I think he's going to end up with an
Yep.
RG3 thing if he does not stay. He just runs. That's what he does. And I'm sitting there going, okay, when you play, because Kansas City does not have a top-tier defense. Justin Houston and D. Ford are good linebackers. I mean, good linebackers. And when you got past to catch up, they're going to get back there and they hit him a couple times.
Yeah.
They got strip sack. That was the last turn the game over.
Yeah.
But he runs, and I'm going. You
If you're a defensive guy, you love seeing the quarterback run.
because he doesn't slide either.
Yeah.
It reminds me of
And
Dak
that means
Prescott.
until he slides, you can hit him.
And he's not that big. Prescott's a big guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's not that big.
Yeah.
I was just going because he took one hit, and I was going, stop running the ball. I hate seeing the quarterbacks run all the time anyway because I just go, none of these guys have longevity. Steve Young ran the ball more than anybody I remember. I remember Randall Cunningham ran the ball and just eventually got annihilated.
Yeah.
And then he became one of the best pocket passers I've seen in a long time. Okay, so touch also a little bit on the New England Miami game.
I don't want to touch on that game, Rob.
New England I don't.
They had a 99.9% win probability with 7 seconds left and lost the freaking game.
They're another. Team.
I've been getting crap about it all week from everybody.
They have got to figure out how to stop the run. Because they did not address it from the Super Bowl. Because that's how they lost the Super Bowl was the run.
And that's what Patriot fans have been saying all offseason. It was like, okay, we're gonna run stuff, or we're gonna sign one or get it. Oh, you just got more slower linebackers. Oh,
no, they got a running back.
okay.
That was their first guy. It was a running back. So I'm going. Were they going to try to control the ball, try to control the time more, which kind of takes the run out of it.
Yeah.
Because it's like with New Orleans. Okay, we'll run the ball. Oh, you need my Hall of Fame quarterback to throw for 400 yards? No problem.
Mm-hmm.
But they haven't had to do that.
Yeah.
But not being able to stop the run, and it was. I mean, Frank Gore looked like he did when he played for San Francisco.
To me, that was just a typical classic late season at Miami game. We've never done good down there. We always look
That's not
terrible.
done good. That's some freak play. There's no way they can go next year. Miami goes, okay, guys, let's do this crazy hook and ladder play again.
And the thing that everyone wants to know an answer to, and Bill and what's his name? Flo.
Oh, is this the
Brian Flores?
back there?
Yeah, both
Who
of them
cares?
came out and said, they
170 some odd yards Miami got on the ground.
Mhm.
That nothing else should
Yep.
matter other than
Yep.
you can't stop the run.
Yeah. But they were running it, and our best tackler was on the sideline.
But the best tackler wasn't
Our
stopped.
best tackler was on the sideline.
And that made a difference during the game? Not one bit.
He would have had probably had better angle in the end
Didn't
zone.
tackle him. No one was tackling Miami's running backs during the game. I don't know the last play what the difference would have been.
It's that game.
They did not lose because Gronkowski was out.
Oh no.
They lost because they could not stop.
They lost because of our defense and because Gostkowski cannot kick in Miami.
Oh, he missed a field goal and an extra point.
Yeah. And the last 7 seconds of
Was
both.
it wet? It wasn't wet.
No, the last 7 seconds of both halves lost us the game because Brady took the sack instead of just throwing it away.
Yeah.
And afterwards,
Yeah.
someone asked him
Yeah.
about it. He said, I thought I had one more timeout left. I lost track of the timeouts. So otherwise I would have thrown it away. So right there, boom,
See, I think they.
6
I think
points.
Belichick does this stuff to give his own guys billboard material.
Oh yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
Mental games.
No one's better at it than Bill.
The other Bill.
Yeah.
Bill and Bill.
Bill and Bill. The two Bills. That's what we'll do. We'll sign this table that we used to. Once we're famous, we'll sign this table and it'll be in Pro Football Hall of Fame. A couple stats I want to catch on the Eagles Cowboys game. Just kind of transitioning into thoughts.
Is it? I have 0% chance of carrying the top to Philadelphia Dallas game.
So the two high-profile trades. Two of the three. No, these were the three big wide receiver that everyone was talking about. Golden Tate, Amari Cooper, and Demaryius Thomas. Two of them played against each other.
Oh, mid-season.
Mid-season, yeah, that's what I said.
Okay,
Mid-season.
mid-season,
Yeah, mid-season.
okay.
So Golden Tate played 20 snaps. Amari Cooper played 90. Golden Tate had 1 catch. Amari Cooper had 10. Golden Tate had 7 yards. Amari Cooper had 217 yards.
Or were you under the impression that these two were the same quality
No,
receiver?
no. But I thought for sure Tate would do better than he is.
The team is anemic. The entire team is anemic.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just throw this out here. Dallas has a phenomenal defense.
Trust me, yeah.
Michael Thomas. What was his numbers when he played? And it pains me to say how good a Dallas' defense is. Pains
How good
me.
is Dallas' defense?
Oh,
Tom?
really good. Makes me
Really
sick.
good? Really good?
I think the only defense, the two defenses I would say is as good, maybe even better, is Seattle's and Chicago's.
Yeah.
Those two and I can't say for sure that they're better. I would put the Rams up there, but people have been able to score on the Rams like crazy. I would like to say about the Carolina Cleveland game, because that game, if Carolina had beat Cleveland, the playoff landscape would be different right now, but they didn't. Watching Baker Mayfield, Patrick Mahomes, and then Breeze, Brady, Rivers, all the guys that have been there forever and can throw for 400
the
yards.
young guns and the old guys.
It makes me go, and Deshaun Watson's getting better all the time. The only one I would say that's lagging and all that is Trubisky. He's more of a runner. He's gonna get
and who always?
But these guys can throw the ball, and not just can throw the ball. They don't want to run; they want to throw.
Yeah.
The big difference between them and some of these other younger quarterbacks, they don't want to run. They want to run to get out of the pocket to throw the ball down the field 65 yards.
Yeah.
Which I'm going, that's what I want to see as a quarterback. Because the other thing is, as a defense, I'll give you Lamar Jackson. He breaks out of the pocket. He's not going to pass. He's going to run. Cam Newton, he breaks out of the pocket. He's not going to pass. He's going to run. Dak Prescott, he's going to run. You just go, these guys are going to run. Mayfield and Mahomes, they might run. But it's just as likely that they see a guy 65 yards down the field and they're going to throw it 65 yards down the field. Which, as a defensive coordinator, would just be driving me nuts. Because you can't really get a good hit on them because they usually don't run up. They usually don't run.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen them run 5, 6, 7 yards here or there.
Yeah.
But they break out of the pocket to throw the ball down the field. I'm going, yes. Just from a football fan point of view, pretty good.
Okay. So, a lot of people seem to think that both Jacksonville and Jacksonville and Tampa Bay will be looking for new head coaches come the offseason. If I'm Mike McCarthy, which job's more appealing?
Cleveland. No, I'm serious. I am dead serious. Now, if Cleveland makes a run and wins these next 3 games, and Pittsburgh loses, and because if Cleveland wins the next 3 games, they beat Baltimore. They could win that division. If they win the division from where they started, I don't know how they don't just hand the coaching job over to Greg Williams.
Oh, jeez.
If they lose the next 3 games, I don't see how you just hand him the keys to the kingdom.
No.
But if I'm Mike McCarthy, and of all those teams you just named, I'm taking Cleveland more than I would those other teams.
Oh, and I agree.
The other thing is, if you take Cleveland off the table, I would take Jacksonville because they're going to be you're going to have to say on the quarterback that you want.
Yep, because you got the team. The team is built around that already. They need a quarterback.
The team is built right now. The team is built around Fournette.
Yeah,
and they need a quarterback that can. The problem is with any of that though, you're going to take a rookie guy, and they're not in rebuild mode.
No.
But I'm not sure that Jacksonville, that coach is gone. I'm not 100% sure he's gone.
There's been more and more kind of whisperings that I'm seeing from reporters and stuff that think that Coughlin maybe wanted to boot him. Then there's also the reports that Coughlin's going to be coaching him next year. So who knows?
Tampa Bay, on paper they're not as bad as they are. They should be much better.
And that's the bad thing is on paper
they should have 8, 9, 10 wins.
Exactly.
Not struggling to get 5
Yeah,
wins.
and right now, what is it? They have 5. They're 5 and 8 right now.
Yeah.
They should be 8 and 5. With that roster they have,
with the talent
around them, they should be 8 and 5. So speaking of records, we have the current top 10 in the draft. None of this is set yet. No one's locked up. Number 1. Right now, Niners have the first overall pick. Cardinals have the second. Raiders have the third. They're all at 3 and 10.
Okay, so stop right there. Arizona just picked a quarterback. They're not going to be looking for a quarterback. San Francisco should be able to bundle those 2 quarterbacks that played this year, which I thought they did quite well. Mullins and then the guy with the red hair. I forget his name. He played a couple of games.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I thought they did really well for just, hey, come in here.
C.J. Beathard.
Here, come in, just play against Seattle's defense.
Yeah.
Right. Not that big. Oh, and then next week you're going to play against the Rams. It's like, and they did okay. I mean, it wasn't like they did.
Hey,
so that
what was
means
it?
the
Beathard
Raiders
almost went into Lambeau and
Yes.
beat the Packers.
Yes. So neither one of those 2 teams are going to be looking for a quarterback.
No.
I'm assuming that now I know Carr was it against Pittsburgh he threw for 300 some odd yards.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, if he can do that for the next 3 or 4 games, he's not going.
There's reports too that he is staying, that he will be their quarterback in 2018.
Well, he's got to throw for some yards.
Yeah.
Because these are the guys he's got. Now I do know Gruden likes older players. It's kind of like Belichick in that. Give me some older guys that have done something. I just don't know what they have so many first round picks.
Yeah.
That you go, okay, you could actually keep Carr. Of course, they're paying him a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah.
Draft a quarterback. Do the Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. So at Falcons, Jets, and Bills and Jaguars are 4, 5, 6, 7, and they're all 4 and 9. Then you have rounding out the top 10 at 5 and 8. You have the Buccaneers, the Giants, and the Lions. So, and I could see.
Jets and the Bills don't need quarterbacks.
Yeah. Cardinals.
Falcons.
Cardinals are the one that. See, the Niners and Raiders are the 2 interesting picks to me because they both, if they stick with the quarterbacks that are currently on the roster.
They're going to keep Garoppolo.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Get a lineman.
So
they need to get a lineman.
Offensive lineman or defensive
Either
lineman?
one. Either
because
one.
2 of the top 3 picks on my big board this year are defensive linemen. My number one overall is Ed Oliver out of Houston. He's a defensive tackle that plays. I think they play a 3-4 is what they play, and he plays all over the line. He's just a massive human being.
Okay. And then Bosa.
And Nick Bosa.
So, I'm Gruden. I just let Khalil Mack go. I'll take Bosa.
Right.
Or
yeah. So yeah, there's some good talent coming out in this. Some good defensive talent coming into the draft.
Well, they could have a quarterback, as they got two or three first round picks this year. The Raiders. They could get a quarterback and a lineman.
Yeah.
And trade a first round to somebody for a guy.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd see the day where I'm interested to see what the Raiders are doing. I don't dislike the Raiders, but I don't love the Raiders.
Yeah.
It's like just another team.
So this is that interesting stat. Again, this is from Field Gates. Players with more than 50 catches this season that have 1 or 0 drops.
Over 50 catches with the potential of no drop.
Yeah. In fact, there's only 2 that have no drops.
Who are the 2 that have no drops?
Mohamed Sanu has 51 catches on 70 targets for 0 drops.
0 drops. That is awesome.
And Taylor Gabriel in Chicago has 57 catches on 83 targets for 0 drops.
0 drops. That is awesome.
And so the reason the numbers are different are, either overthrown, just thrown in his
targets,
vicinity.
yeah.
And then the next is Larry Fitzgerald has.
I'm not.
No one's shocked. What is it? He has more What was that stat from last week? He has more tackles than he does drops in his career. He has 50. Oh man, Larry
Stick that in your butt, Jerry Rice.
Larry Fitzgerald has 52 catches on 86 targets and 1 drop. Brandon Cooks has 66 catches on 97 targets and 1 drop. Tyler Boyd has, I believe he's in Cincinnati. I honestly don't.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't
even know who he is.
Exactly. He's. I know who all these guys are except for him. He's the one I'm like, name sounds familiar. He has 72 catches on 103 targets and 1 drop.
Whoa, that's a lot of targets.
Uh-huh.
That is a lot of targets.
And that's only the 4th most targets on this list.
Still, that's a lot of targets.
Robert Woods has 71 catches on 111 targets and 1 drop.
1 drop.
Stephon Diggs has 88 catches on 125 targets and 1 drop. And then Antonio Brown has 86 catches on 144 targets and 1 drop.
The thing about him is he makes those crazy catches too.
Yeah, like here,
there you go. You should have 15 drops.
I caught that with just my pinky or just my pointer
the
finger.
one last year, it was one of the most incredible catches I've seen, where he went over the top of the defensive guy and was falling down. They were falling down. And he snagged it as it was coming.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to hit the ground.
Yeah.
I was like, how did you catch that?
Yeah. So interesting. This is that interesting thing with. So the NFL has announced that the 2019 salary cap is projected to be in the range of $187 million to $191 million. As things currently stand, without any of the reworking of contracts, it's going to start happening in the next few weeks. The teams with the fewest cap commitments, so that's the teams that have basically the most.
No high paid guys.
Yeah, no high paid guys.
Or fewer.
Yeah, or they're these guys next year, the guys on their roster right now are only going to count for this much. Jets are number 1 they only have $99 million in cap commitments right now. So they, like I told you,
$100 million.
Yeah, they have over $100 million. The Bills have $106 million. The Colts have 117. The Raiders have 117.
The Colts?
Yes.
There's where Le'Veon.
Exactly.
Find Le'Veon Bell.
I'll go there.
Oh my
because
God.
Hey, who's their head coach right now?
I don't know.
Frank Reich. He was Philly's offensive coordinator last year. They ran over us in the Super Bowl. They threw all over us.
No, I'm just going. Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck and
Le'Veon
Le'Veon Bell
with
with T.Y. Hilton.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's good for football.
Oh
right there.
yeah.
That's,
Honestly, I would love to see him go to the Colts.
well, that's if I'm him, that's one of the better places
Yeah.
to go.
The Raiders also have 117 million. The Cardinals have 124 million. The Seahawks have 132 million. Le'Veon Bell may be interested in that a little bit. Not really, but
No,
you know.
Seattle wouldn't pay him.
Yeah. Texans have 136 million.
He's not going to Texas.
No. Bengals have 145 million. Cowboys have 147 million, and the Broncos have 151 million.
Same going to the Broncos.
Yeah. So I honestly, on this list right now, I see two teams: Broncos and Colts. Maybe.
Bengals. I can see him going to the
I
Bengals.
don't think he'd go to the Bengals because they got Mixon, and they really like Mixon. Maybe the Raiders.
Right, I wasn't gonna say that, but I could see them doing that. But there'd be so much for.
Yeah.
You're hoping that you got Marcus Allen for some few years.
Right. So that's
Interesting.
some interesting little stuff I found on Twitter. So thought I'd share that. So the game is about to start in about 5 minutes. So enjoy week 15, and we'll see you on the flip side, guys.
See ya.